There are many opportunities for businesses to be doing a lot with the online space today, but unless the basics, the fundamentals are in place, it doesn't make a lot of sense. And what I'd like to do today is just to run you through a couple of things that I think you should be looking at before you start the journey. The first thing organisations should take a hard look at is something they probably haven't looked at in a while, which is their own website. What we want is an online presence which reflects the brand and the company the way that they want to be seen by the world at large. Take it as a given that most people's first experience or contact with a brand or an organisation, unless it's a very well-known one, will be through a Google search and arriving at their website. We want some fundamentals in place with the website, the ability for it to be measured, analytics in place. We need to know how the website's being found or not. Conversion points, leading people to a website is just the first step. We actually want them to follow through and do something of measurable value to the organisation, whether that's buying something online, picking the telephone up and calling to make an appointment, signing up for a newsletter, voting, donating, whatever the organisational objectives may be. We also want the look and feel to be very clean, fresh. Just like we paint our houses every 5 or 10 years because they start getting a little old and looking a bit daggy after a while, we need to make sure the website is kept clean and fresh and up to date and represents modern positioning. Another point of consideration is the idea that the website as a standalone organisational silo is quite limiting in many respects. Companies, organisations have the ability to market and communicate beyond the borders of their website, and they can leverage third-party platforms such as YouTube, Flickr, any social media platforms like Twitter and Facebook to get their messages out there to where the people are. Yes, we do want to bring people back to the website. It's a very important conversion point and it's something within our control and it's all about us and our branding. But to go where the people are, whether they be on these other platforms and communicate to them through different multimedia, whether it be video or audio or imagery, is a very powerful sales and communication opportunity. Companies need to be aware that if anybody wants to know anything about them or their brands, that they're going to go to Google and just type that brand name in to the search box. The results are not beyond the control of a brand owner. Google will only ever serve up to 2 results off the one web property. That typically is the organisational website. But Google, like nature abhors a vacuum, it wants to fill the other 8 spots with information around that brand. It's very easy and a straightforward process for companies to create content to allow Google to serve their content on their behalf. If you've only got a website and that's your one brand position, you are open for other people to create content to fill the other 8 spots that are available on the first page of Google. The business intelligence opportunities online are extraordinary. If you want to know something about an individual, company, a competitor, all you need to do is know where to look. So Google is a first start, but within Google, a lot of people don't realise on the left-hand side of the pane there are all different platform options. So we can hone down into Google News and we get the latest news feeds around a particular idea or company mention. Live Twitter streams, and when I say live I mean literally live, or we can retrospectively go back and see what people were saying about us or our competitors a week or a month ago. Images, books, a wealth of information there that if used correctly and tapped into can really give a business or an organisation a competitive edge. It's been said that the web is in perpetual beta, which is to say that it's never going to have this period where everything calms down and we sort things out. If anything, the change is going to accelerate. So to hold back for the moment that you think you can get some clarity on this, I think is not the answer. You need to get your hands dirty, you need to get your head around these ideas by actually doing them and implementing them. And to the most part, it's not a function of money, it's a mindset. How do I engage with this? You do it by actually doing it. was at a conference recently, and the gentleman who closed the end speech, nice little quote. He said, "If you don't like change, you're going to like irrelevance even less."